It is absolutely killing us. And I announced we talked about what's happening at the border. We talked about the illegals pouring in. And all of a sudden, people started seeing lots of crime, and they started really seeing it. It was focused because it was like a magnifying glass. And we had beautiful Kate in San Francisco who was killed and shot 5 times. And then we had so many others. We had the woman a few weeks ago in California, raped, sodomized, 66-year-old veteran, raped, sodomized, and killed by an illegal immigrant. We have much, much crime, so much all over the place. And a friend of mine, I see him backstage with a group from Remembrance families. You know Remembrance, right? These are people whose families have been devastated by people that weren't supposed to be in our country. People that came here, were forced here by countries that are smarter. And I want to just bring, they're friends of mine, and in particular, somebody I've really gotten to know well, and he's a special man. Could the Remembrance families come up? And this is Jamil Shaw. Come on up. And get the families up. Come on up. Come on up. I saw him backstage. We were going to say hello, and I said, come on up and say a few words. These are incredible people. What they've gone through is unimaginable. And Jamil, I've known now Jamil for quite a while, and his son was this unbelievable young man. And I've just asked you to say a few words, Jamil. Tell us exactly what happened, please.
Good evening. March 2008, my son Jazz, we were at a football camp, a clinic in Pasadena. It was designed for Division I prospects. So, we had a good chance doing some good things. So we were practicing, on our 10th week. On the way home, of course, he asked, can he go to the mall? I'm sure, kids ask that. So, of course, I'd be home by 7. I didn't want to let him go because, LA is really unsafe. Like Mr. Trump is saying, it's unsafe. But I thought since he was a good kid, he'd be okay. I gave him a chance, be home by 7. So 7 o'clock came, I called him, he wasn't home. I said, hey, where are you? He said, oh, Dad, we'll be there in a minute. We caught the wrong bus, but we're safe. He thought the same thing. I'm safe. He knew what I was thinking about. And a few minutes later, I said, I'll call you in an hour. I called him back. Where are you now? Hey, right around the corner, old man. So I was like, whoo, I was happy, whoo, he made it home. And then, of course, I heard 2 gunshots. That's really loud, and I never really heard gunshots before, but it was so crispy, and people who know about guns, when it's really crispy, you can tell it's close by. And I was just like, oh man, I hope this, I just figured he was already shot because I had this feeling. I remember saying, I hope he's not dead. And I went outside and looked, laying in the street dead. Found out he was on the phone with his girlfriend. His girlfriend said saw this guy walking up on him, and he was, uh-oh, what's going on? She was like, well, run, do something. It was too late. She heard the guy say, what set you from? And and one of the neighbors said, shot him in his stomach. And while he was on the ground, the coroner testified in court that when he was shot in the stomach with a .45, he was on his back with his hands up. He shot him through his hand into his head and killed him. He was dead. And I ran outside and I looked right down at it. I'm looking at his face, and even today I still can't believe it. It's just not real. I never bounced back from that. It's if you're a parent, or you could be anybody, I always ask people, what would you do? What would you do if an illegal alien in an 18th Street gang was released from the county jail, and into our neighborhoods? We don't know what's going on. That's why we need Donald Trump, because he feels what we feel. I mean, he feels what we feel. He's just like us, I know that now, I saw him on TV. I had no idea, but he wants us to be safe. He wants to make us safe. We all love to be safe.